Utah High School Rodeo Association state finals are in full swing in Heber. This evening, contestants are going to be dressed in green and purple to honor the late Quinn Kesler, who was a Utah rodeo legend. ABC4's Cade Garner spoke with contestants and shares their important message.
They're rough and they're tough. They're cowboys and cowgirls. But tonight the Utah rodeo community is coming together to say that it's okay to not always be so rough and tough. It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's okay to talk about mental health. As the dust settles, spirits are lifted.
Rodeo kids, you know, rough and tough, that's what we live by in our lifestyle, but there's a lot of people out there that, you know, could be struggling mentally and we need to be aware of.
They've put in the hard work.
And we just compete our best, but there's a lot of rodeos throughout the year that they have to compete and do well and rack up points in order to qualify for the state finals.
Now they're competing in the state finals.
This is the reward. Like, we've put all the time and effort in, now we get to come here and have fun and be with our buddies and compete, and this is definitely the easier part of it.
As the contestants gallop towards becoming a state champion, they're reining in their excitement to share a solemn message.
Like everyone says, back in the olden days where we're all rough and tough, but we really aren't all rough and tough 24/7.
The Utah Department of Health says suicide is the leading cause of death for Utahns ages 10 to 17, and it's tripled over the last decade.
It's something that needs talked about more. It's running rampant, and there is help.
Shatfield says it's a subject the rodeo community,
you know, as cowboys, a lot of us think that we got to be tough and macho,
is now addressing head on, while making sure teens are part of the discussion.
I didn't want to tell anybody. I hid it. I put a smile on my face every day, and inside I was miserable. I was really suffering and having a hard time, and finally it got to the point where, you know, I was considering some pretty ugly stuff.
He shares his story today, and tonight he'll be joined by hundreds of others at the rodeo, all wearing green and purple to honor Quinn Kesler, a 3-time Wrangler National Finals rodeo qualifier and Utah rodeo legend who took his own life earlier this year.
We have many people here to help tonight and throughout this weekend that are here helping and talking about suicide awareness, which I think is amazing, and I'm glad that we are, you know, recognizing it and putting it forward in this week especially.
The hope is that the rodeo culture of helping one another.
If you need a horse, someone will lend it to you. If you need a saddle, someone will lend that to you. And so it's just a really huge community, and you bond with your competitors and they become your friends and family.
Will soon include asking for help when needed most. Now, today's rodeo events really kick off at 6 o'clock, and they'll be kicked off with a special performance about suicide awareness. People who are attending are encouraged to wear the colors green and purple. Reporting from Heber, Cade Garner, ABC4 News.